that's so much of what I'm feeling right now in the church. Like, the church is so perverted, dude. It's almost disgusting.
Everybody has a piece of...
I'm not saying you need to be in church. It says the fellowship. Do not forsake the gathering. So I hope you are attending church.
I mean, I haven't been attending it.
That's one of God's commands.
But I need to.
Do not forsake the fellowship. It's in here.
Conscious of it, you know. But at the end of the day, like, the church is everywhere. Like, I'm not saying, like, don't go to church. You have to go to church. But I feel like the church is everywhere.
If you're gonna have that mentality, promise me something. That you surround yourself with like-minded brothers and sisters, because you're surrounded by unbelievers, people that are walking the flesh, people that are going to want to lead you astray,
but they'll wake up.
And it's not necessarily them.
Back, it's gonna be
no, but you're battling something deeper than just people.
Yeah.
You're battling the one who's like a lion seeking whom he may devour. And the only power that you have is because bad company corrupts good character, is to watch who you're surrounding yourself with. You need to get in a Bible study. If you're not going to be going to church, but you need, again, I think you should be in church. You're not taking the Lord's Supper. Have you been baptized? You need to be baptized by the Spirit. Then you need to be baptized by water to represent that as a symbolic, as a symbol of what had happened in the Spirit. But you need to be taking the Lord's Supper. This is my body, this is my blood. It encourages us, dude. There's something spiritual about that blood. And it's beyond our understanding. It doesn't transform, whatever. It's just a great mystery, the Lord's Supper. But it's a sacrament that we need to be partaking in. So that's why it's important that you get into a church. But you need to, I would wait. I would just keep praying about it and make sure that the Lord confirms wherever you need to go, because I don't want you to be misled. There's so many churches that,
I trust God.
There's so many churches that aren't really.
At the end of the day, like, yeah, it is for fellowship, but at the end of the day, God is, you know what I'm saying? You are a book, if you don't know. Like, same way that there's books in the Bible, your life is a book. And realistically, it's like, yes,
yeah, and one day it'll be closed. We'll all be judged according to our words, our deeds,
you know what I'm saying?
everything.
But that's the future. You know what I'm saying? Why worry about it when you have to, like, yes, you should worry about it.
We should have it on our minds all the time.
Foundation, not that. Well, yes, think about it, process it, but don't have it in your brain all the time, because it's going to make you fail. Focus on this, like, okay, you're afraid of God, right? You're genuinely afraid of God. Like, you realize what it means to be. Yeah, like, you realize
He calls us to actually be afraid. He says even the demons believe and shudder. Even the demons believe and shudder.
But that's the thing I'm
believing
saying,
in God doesn't save you.
But the thing is, are you afraid of hell? Is that like
no?
Are you afraid of hell?
I'm afraid for my family.
Okay, so
because I know my position.
So okay, I understand that, but you have to be afraid of God. That's it.
No, 100%, dude. I tremble before Him, dude. In front of anybody, dude. I'd bow my knees to the Lord. Anybody, dude.
Yeah, literally.
I would, dude, because that's the. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they think. I don't care what the devil says. I will bow my knees to Him because He's my creator. He knit me in my mother's womb, dude. He cares about me more than any woman could. Exactly. A woman's never going to provide what God can. Don't ever look for that in a woman.
It will be there.
Don't look for satisfaction in a woman. Look for satisfaction in God. You'll never be satisfied in a woman. But if you are satisfied in God, that woman will be such a blessing to your life, man. Especially and you have to be like-minded. You have to be equally yoked. Like they used to have animals, and the yoke would go around their necks. They have to be the same animal, or they're not walking up with the same speed. You marry an unbeliever, one's pulling backwards, one pulling this way. Where is that going to get you in life, man? Nowhere. In trials, tribulation. I hope all this is very encouraging to you.
It is, bro. It's like. So at the end of the day, like, hey, bro, I told my homeboy this. I was talking to him about it because, you know what I'm saying, I made him, you know, I brought him closer to God. He thanked me. He thanked me for bringing his family closer and all the things.
But it wasn't you.
How deep it was. It was
you
God
presented it, yeah,
like,
and it was the Spirit that
understood it and everything. It's like
He's
he was
broken.
Thinking, and he told me what book do I tell him to read? Read Ecclesiastes. Read that. That'll be the summary of all you need to know, bro.
That's a sad book,
in terms of wisdom, yeah, it's sad, but it's not as sad as you think it is. It's sad to your flesh. It was sad in your flesh, but your spirit. When your spirit takes it in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the flesh is
Have you read Job?
I mean, yeah, I read Job.
Or like the Psalms? You read the Psalms?
No, I read all of it, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Can I read you a Psalm?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll read you like Psalm 55. Or I could read What do you prefer, Psalms or Job? Tell me.
Anything you want to come to. This is your, God's
It's up to
people.
you, man. Either or. Whoops. I'm just gonna kneel down because I can't see. This is how I've been feeling lately, man. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and do not hide yourself from my supplication. Give heed to me and answer me. I am restless in my complaint, and I am surely distracted because of the voice of the enemy, because of the pressure of the wicked. For they shake wickedness down upon me, and in anger they bear a grudge against me. My heart is in anguish within me, and the terrors of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling come upon me, and horror has covered me. I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove. I would fly away and be at rest. Behold, I would wander far away. I would lodge in the wilderness. I would hasten to my place of refuge from the stormy wind and tempest. Confuse, O Lord, divide their tongues. For I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go around her upon her walls, and wickedness and mischief are in her midst. Destruction is in her midst. Oppression and deceit do not depart from her streets. For it is not the enemy who reproaches me, then I could bear it. Nor is it the one who hates me, who has magnified himself against me. Then I could hide myself from him. But as you, a man, my equal, my close companion, and my familiar friend, who had sweet counsel together, walked in the house of God in the throne, like let death come deceitfully upon them. Let them go down alive to Sheol, for evil is in their dwelling, in their midst. As for me, I shall call upon God, and Yahweh will save me. Evening and morning at noon, I will bring my complaint and moan, and he will hear my voice. He will redeem my soul in peace from the battle which is against me. For there are many who strive with me. God will hear and answer them, even the one who sits enthroned from of old, because they do not change and do not fear God. My companion has put forth his hands against those who were at peace with him. He has violated his covenant. His speech was smoother than butter, but his heart was war. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Cast your burden upon Yahweh, and he will sustain you. He will never allow the righteous to be shaken, but you, O God, will bring them down the pit of corruption. Men of bloodshed, deceit will not live out half of their days, but I will trust in you. So the very friends that I have, do you understand all that? The very friends that I have, dude, are opposed to me, that I thought once were believers, that now God is asking me to step away from them.
Wait, okay, I told you to pick up Ecclesiastes 1. Like, open it up, and then we're just going to read the end of it.
You read it.
I mean, can you open that for me? That's pretty big.
Just go to the... If you ever have trouble with this, do not be ashamed, man. You just go to the... Brother, just go to the beginning of the book. Every book has this, right? It's not nothing to be, Lord, your book's so big. It's hard for us to remember exactly where everything is. Right there, boom. You can just go across 858. I'm on 1000. I gotta go back.
This is King James, right?
This
Or NIV?
is LSB, Legacy Standard Bible.
Okay.
It's pretty much just like the King James version. You'll have to hold it. It's the wind, and you'll have to face this way because of the light.
Do you want me to read just the one part or the whole?
Whatever you feel like you need to read.
Alright. Let me see. Let me see. Is this the full one? Or this is
Not to distract you, but I have a quick question. Do you know where a close bathroom is?
You can go in that building, and then there, like, if you go straight,
Them doors are open. I can get in there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a student.
Yeah, you can just go through there and go to the left, and then there'll be a hallway to your left, and you walk down, and there'll be.
Okay, I'll go in there later.
But yeah, I'll just read the whole thing for you. So, all is vanity. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem. Vanity of vanity, says the preacher. Vanity of vanity.
I am listening.
All is vanity. What advantage does man have in his labor in which he labors under the sun? A generation goes, a generation comes.
Whoops.
But the earth stands forever. Also, the sun rises and the sun sets, and hastens to its place, where it rises there again. Going towards the south, then circles toward the north. The wind goes circling along, and on its circular courses the wind returns. All the rivers go into the sea, yet the sea is not full. To the place where the
Isn't
rivers
that crazy?
go. Yeah.
Unbelievable. It doesn't make any sense.
And then there they continually go. All things are wearisome. Man is not able to speak of it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor is the ear filled with hearing. That which has been is what is that which will be, and that which has been done is that which will be done. So there is nothing new under the sun. Is there anything of one might say, see, this, it's new. It has already been for ages, which were before us. There is no remembrance of earlier things, and also of the later things which will be. There will be no remembrance among those who will come later still. I, the preacher, have been king over Israel and Jerusalem. I gave my heart to seek and explore by wisdom concerning all that has been done under heaven. It is a grievous endeavor which God has given to the sons of men, which will occupy themselves. I've seen all the works which have been done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and striving after wind. What is bent cannot be straight. Listen, like what is bent cannot be straight.
This is all about without God.
And what is lacking cannot be counted. I spoke with my heart, saying, behold, I have been magnified and increased in wisdom, more than all who were over Jerusalem before me. My heart has seen abundance of wisdom and knowledge, and I have given my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and simple-minded folly. I came to know that which is also striving after the wind. Because in much wisdom there is much vexation, and whoever increases in knowledge increases in pain. And you're telling me, like, you know, like, with everything that is going on in life, everything that's going on with your friends, you know, all that stuff, God's telling you to back off, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
you know,
his hands over me more powerfully than I could ever imagine.
You have to realize, like, you're learning a lot about the spiritual world, you're learning a lot about God, you're learning how to be in between the spiritual world and the physical world